But more controversy over in the UK this time. A bar in Greater Manchester has some very strange entry requirements. One of them is that they will not accept people entering the bar by themselves. You have to be in a group. They will not let you come in if you are a singular individual. Here is the owner of the bar explaining why.
If someone is on their own, it means that they're not with someone else. So if something happens to that person in a late night, busy bar environment where people are drinking, it's an absolute nightmare for us to deal with. It also happens to be the case that sometimes if you let people in on their own, there's a reason why they're on their own, is that they've got no one to talk to. So they start mithering other groups because they're not just going to sit there in a bar having a drink on their own in silence. And that's when things start to happen and people are like, who's this person on their own annoying us?
So I guess what he's really trying to say through that is basically if you try to go to a bar on your own, you're a loser, and we don't want you in here because then you're going to try to talk to people and people will realise you're a loser, and we don't want losers.
Yeah, that's not true. That's not what he's saying at all.
That's basically what he said.
Well, a couple of points. Firstly, his bar, his rules. We always promote, it's your business. You've got a right to run it the way you want. Yep. So there's that.
But we can criticise it.
But he's providing a service for people who don't want to be annoyed by that person who's gotten too drunk and they're looking for someone to talk to. Do you remember a night? I can tell you remember.
I know the night
After the late debate, you, myself and Liz Storer, we all went down to a local pub and we had a drink, and there was this guy who'd had far too many and he was on his own and desperate for someone to talk to, and we could not get rid of the guy. And it was getting more and more awkward until finally security came and saved us and moved him on. That's what this guy's trying to protect people from. I think it's fair enough.
Yeah, but, I mean, look, in those instances, security should just intervene a lot earlier. But you are right. It is his bar. He can do with it what he wishes. And I've always said, a private business should be able to say, I'm not letting you in because I don't like the fact you've got blue hair or that you've got green eyes. I really don't care. It's your business, your rules, go for it. What annoys me about it, though, is that I think it speaks to a general societal decline in A, the way we drink, and B, the way we meet people. Because I get it. If someone is, drunk and disorderly, I mean, they should just be kicked out of a venue anyway. They shouldn't even be there annoying other people. But how are you meant to meet people these days? I mean, what the hell is a bar for if you can't go in on your own and sit down and find someone else to have a drink with? I mean, for time immemorial, that is how people have met each other. It's how couples meet. They go to pubs, they go to a nightclub, whatever. They have a pash. Next thing, they're off and married and having kids, and you meet at parties. I mean, my parents met at a party. This is how things have always been done. And now we have someone saying, I don't want people meeting in my bar. And I get it. He's well within his rights to do that. But I think that's kind of sad that we're now creating spaces that are off limits for you to go in and have a drink on your own. By the way, sometimes a solitary drink is actually a really enjoyable thing to do. If you don't want to be bothered by anyone else in the world and you want to go and take a book to the pub or like, why not? Why not? Why not?
You get all the single people hanging around the steps outside waiting for people to come out. And then